Hi everyone, welcome to Parents Domain. I'm going to be talking about school transitions today because we're only a week away from school starting. So this is great for if you are a parent of a child going to kinder or starting a new childcare centre, going to school, whether your child's transitioning to a brand new school, or if you're an educator, stick around. I'm going to share lots of tips and tricks for the new school year and how to transition just a little bit more smoothly with less jittery nerves. So here we go. My first tip is a social story. So social stories are wonderful because they actually talk to children about what to expect. You can find lots of social stories online, templates, starting school social story, and lots will come up for you. Social stories are also wonderful because they're personalized. They're different to, you can purchase a book from the bookshop about starting school, but a social story is made for your child about their school. So download lots of pictures from the internet about your child's school. So whether that's the office, an aerial shot of the school, cut them out, pop them in the social story, and it's great because you do it with your child and it gets them thinking about school. So yes, even if you don't have the ability to print pictures, draw pictures. So the social story is great at talking to your child about what school is about and going to school and all the things that you do there. If you need some help, let me know. I'm more than happy to help with the social story. The other thing is, it's been such a long time since children have been at school, and that's because they did their orientation last year, November and December. So it's been, 6 weeks since they last saw their school, their teacher, their classroom. So go and visit the school. Take a walk, whether it's around the corner from you or drive to the school, stand at the gates, have a look in. What can you see? Can you see the playground? Can you see the office? Can you see the classrooms, the oval? And talk to your child about what can you see? And I wonder, what are you going to play with at recess and lunchtime? I always talk to parents about having the discussions about recess and lunchtime now because that is such a difficult part of the school day that children have to navigate. They have to navigate the social experience of recess and lunchtime as well as the play experience. So if we can talk to children about things that they might play, and you can include that in their social stories. So when I go to school, I might play on the playground, on the monkey bars. I might play hide and seek. And a really popular one when Ninja Warrior is on is Ninja Warrior, Foursquare, Down Ball, houses, mums and dads. So make a list in their social story about things that they can play. And if you can, have a go at playing those at home, because then that way your child builds more confidence around playing those things, knowing the rules of those games. And then they can transition that to school and have some ideas on what to play. And that decreases some of the anxiety as well. If it's for children going to kinder and you can see their playground, like you might say, you might play in the sandpit, on the bikes, on the cubby house. So that kind of gives them an idea of what to play. The other great thing is a calendar, a countdown system as to when school is actually starting. Children are black and white thinkers. They don't have a great sense of time. So marking it in the calendar when they're actually starting school helps to prepare children, helps to decrease that anxiety and bring in some predictability. Okay, there's 5 more days till school starts. So calendars are wonderful as well. The other thing too is ensuring that children have some independence. So being able to open up their lunchbox and their drink bottle and their bags independently, because always on the first day or a couple days when they start school or kinder, We don't want children sitting there not knowing how to open up something. And then that just creates more anxiety, and then they can have some meltdowns and lots of tears because they couldn't get their lunchbox open or their drink bottle. So practicing opening up lunchboxes and drink bottles. The other thing too is that if your child has some sensory issues, especially around tactile things, so school uniforms and the sensation of fabrics on their school uniform. The other thing that you can do, if it's long sleeve or short sleeve, no matter what it is, or their shorts, you might actually get their school uniform lined with a fabric that you know that they can tolerate. So think about those for children with those sensory needs as well. So the other thing too is having a bit of a school map. So if you have a child that already attends the school, great, get them to draw a map of the school that then highlights where the toilets are, where the classroom is, and that just helps to decrease some anxiety as well. For the new beginner, not knowing where the toilets are or not knowing where their classroom is can be can cause some anxiety. So if you can create a little bit of a school map, great, do it. It's another visual that children have of their new school environment or new kinder environment. You can also ask the school for that as well and see what they can provide you with. Also, the other thing is, because it has been such a long time since they've been at the school, there are some children who, whether it's you have a child who's neurodiverse or a highly anxious child, ringing the school up a few days before school starts and asking if you can have another check-in with the teacher just to see the classroom, where their bag goes in their locker, just to meet the teacher as well, their sit spot on the floor, or where they will be sitting at the table. It just provides another visual and another experience that provides predictability outside of the first day of school where there is so much happening. So for that really anxious child or the neurodiverse child, having that visual, being prepared, just eases that anxiety as well. So they are just some of my tips and tricks. I'm going to talk about what happens or what we can do on the first day of school or kinder, just to help ease the nerves. So that'll be in a separate video, but I hope you found some of these tips and tricks really useful. Give us a thumbs up or a love heart. Share it with people who you know whose little poppets are starting kinder, transitioning to a new school, or starting prep. It's always a very anxiety-provoking time for lots, not only parents but for children as well. So I will see you very soon for part 2. Take care. Bye.